Hello everyone, I'm Rashmi Bhandary and today I've got my student Devika Shetty from 2024 batch. So this is the first interview we are doing for this batch and she has cleared SAP. She's got into the Scholar at SAP program. So congratulations Devika.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, so we have two students who have cleared this. So let's hear it from Devika. So Devika, first of all, she's a computer science student. First, what is the eligibility criteria?
So for 10th and 12th standard it was 60% and from engineering it was 70% was the criteria, and it was open for CSS, EC, IS and EE categories.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was your percentage?
So my percentage is, my 10th was 96, in PU 92, and then now it is 84, like 9.1 CGPA.
Oh, 9.1 CGPA. Why I'm asking this is many times juniors, when you listen to this and you hear a CGPA of 7, 70% or 7 CGPA or something like that, you think, oh, it's okay. But see, this mark is of the 6th semester. So at that time she has got a 9.1 CGPA.
Yes.
So I mean, you have really maintained good academics.
Yes.
So even though the company says this is a CGPA, we are often seen for high paying companies, the students who crack it actually have a high CGPA. So please, if your CGPA is anywhere low, bring it up to at least 8 or 9. It definitely matters. Okay, so this is one thing which good that I asked you in the beginning, because many people do not stay till the end. So this is important. Okay, and then then what are the rounds?
So first we had our assessment, so there we had coding questions, like 2 of the coding questions were asked. They gave us any kind of language we could use. We had 2 questions, one was simple and the other one was medium level.
So could you give an example as to?
One what I attempted, like we had different questions each of them. So one of them was to sort according to frequency, like you'll get the number, like list of numbers, and then some of the numbers will be repeated. So according to that you're supposed to sort it. And one more was, we were given a list and we had to actually sort them. Kind of, they both were related to sort questions. That's
so which language do you use?
I used Python for that, so because it was very simple, because they asked us to list was used, so it was easier for me using
all
list.
right.
Yeah.
So for these coding questions, what platform should they use? Which competitive coding platforms?
Like for me, I used to do in HackerRanks and all, and I actually used to like solve the codes from most of the from Prep Insta and all that. You'll get the standard codes and all. So even if you are learning for interview or something, you can go to that link, and there you have those standard codes which will be asked. So if you they are present in all the languages, so you can start go through them. So I feel like you should actually practice the codes. That's how you will come to know, rather than just reading from some places.
So you're saying Prep Insta and
HackerRank.
HackerRank. So of the two, which is easier for someone who's just in the beginning?
Beginners.
First year student or second year?
Yes, ma'am. So you should go for Prep Insta. I say they will have 100+ codes. So you can say basic codes in the sense you have palindrome, then arrays you're supposed to read, or you can say the reverse of arrays, all the simple codes, Fibonacci, factorial. So if you're starting from first year, that is your best place you can actually start from. So there you have your different languages. So for example, in first year, if you're doing your C data structures, there if you start through C, and then next year when you go, you can see Java, the same codes. So the more you practice those, you'll get the basic idea of how to code and all.
And then go on to HackerRank, CodeChef,
yes,
so these things. But students, I'm seriously telling you, please start using these platforms right from the first year. Otherwise, it's going to be difficult, because the difficulty level every year goes up, because there are so many students who are coming out. And this time, there is recession also. So naturally, the companies, their intake is less. And this may continue for another couple of years. So please start working very hard, because of all the students we had, only 2 have got selected. So that means the difficulty level is pretty high. So how many students actually got shortlisted in the first round? Do you remember?
In the first round, I guess it was 14 people, around 14
people. Of all the people who attempted, only
yes.
14. And from the 14, then 2 final selects.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So what's the next round?
So next round we had, in the single day, we had 2 rounds, technical 1 and technical 2. So in the technical 1, we were having different interviewers and all. So in the technical round 1, I was asked, he started in a very casual way. He spoke about Mangalore and all that. And then he asked me about my projects. That actually you should concentrate on your projects, because since it was online, they asked me to run my project and show the present project what you did. So whenever you are writing in your resume or anything, just put the projects which you are actually 100% sure about it. You know everything about that projects. You might have a lot of projects, but when you mention it there, whatever you are mentioning in your resume, be careful that you know everything what you mention in your resume. Because most of them concentrate on asking what is there in your resume. And for me, he said there were 2 of them, And he said, which is your present one, and you should actually explain me, you should run it and show me all the code and all. So yeah, be careful about your projects and what you put there.
So how many projects had you done?
I had done 3 on this academic, and some of them I had done for this task-based internships and all that on web development.
In all, how many projects?
Around, I guess, 5 of them.
So Devika has done 5 projects, and she's in the beginning of the 7th semester. She's just joined the 7th semester. That means up to the 6th semesters, around 5 projects.
Yes.
So students are there still in the 3rd year and who have not yet finished even one project. I know of a few students like that. So now do you understand, students, it is so important that you do projects, and that way you do quality projects, because you'll have to run it through and maybe talk about it. So it should be worth their time, right? Because basically a project is application of your academics. So you better do at least a few projects so that you can speak about that in your interview. So the interview was revolving also around your projects.
Yeah, the first technical interview was actually just about
projects. Just about your projects. Okay, so good, you did a good one.
Yes.
So yours was it was a good project?
Yeah, mine was, I showed in mobile application and development. We did a period tracker for normal women, just to take care of their menstrual health and all that.
So it was a group project or?
2 people, partner project.
2 people.
Yes.
So but you knew what your partner had
Yes.
also done. Alright, very good. And then what was the next?
Next, technical, yeah.
So in that one interview only about the project?
Yeah, he just asked about the project, and they just asked about the Mangalore, because he said he studied over here, and about...
Because actually it was only about the project because she would have done something good, and so the discussion itself on the project would have been very good. So that is that is very important, students.
Yes.
It is not that they're going to ask only on the project, because her project was so good they didn't ask anything else.
Yes, they actually asked, in my project there were similar pages, there were many pages. So they asked, why have you done 2 more pages? Yeah, they will actually ask each and every point. They'll just look at, like, you're sharing your screen, they'll know what is there. So yeah, you should know everything.
Alright, okay. And how long did that interview last?
It was around 30 minutes.
30 minutes, yes. Alright.
And then then I was selected for the second round. So there I was asked the coding question. So my coding question, you can actually choose your favorite, whatever language you want. He asked me to draw the pattern, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that's how it continued. You're supposed to do that, the pyramid, inverted pyramid. So that was the code he asked, and then he also asked me to reverse the array. So those were the 2 codes that he asked in the technical.
So people will understand when you're telling this, they know, the IT students will know what you're talking about.
Yes,
okay.
They'll know it.
So you better know what she's telling. Alright, so this what you were asked, when was it taught, which year?
This was, I actually took, so in first year we had data structures, there we were taught about patterns and all that, reversing the reverse pyramid and all that.
Alright, so even your first year stuff you need to be...
First year, second year, that's what, be careful, very strong on the basis, because they will ask, during assessment they will ask you actually a bit, higher level codes, but when they ask for interview, you should know the basic things, all those binary searching, sorting, all those algorithms.
Alright, so can you say some questions, like the sort of questions that they were asking?
They were asking like palindrome, reversing the array.
What is it? Are they asking the definition or what are they?
No, the code.
Okay,
for example, you'll have a string, you're supposed to find if it's a palindrome or not, whether you're reversing, and then array, that's what you're giving your input, and you should reverse the input and just display that. Fibonacci series, factorial series.
No, when you're saying all this, can you explain how is the question asked?
So you're supposed to, one thing they will say, I'll give you an array, you're supposed to take input, like this is your range, and you should show me the reverse of that element. For example, your array will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, your output should come 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. They will actually mention, like they'll tell everything, how they actually want the output to look, how you're supposed to give the input, they will mention everything. And for me, they asked me to actually open my compiler, online compiler, and solve it there and show the output. But it's up to them. They will ask you to write it in the notepad maybe, or they will just ask you the logic or the algorithm, how it works.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah, for me, 2 codes in technical round 2, and then he asked me puzzle question. Be very careful about the puzzle questions. Go for Geeks for Geeks or anywhere. You have those 100 puzzle questions where they ask, for me they asked this question. So it's very common. They ask me like there will be a 5 liter bucket and there will be 3 liter bucket. So you're supposed to measure 4 liter of water and So that was my puzzle question. So be careful.
You'll have to explain it, because I'm sure there are people who have never opened Geek for Geeks, who have never attended any interview. So they will understand this, or can you explain it a little bit more?
Okay, so it was like a 5 liter bucket. It will actually fill only 5 liter of water, and there is 3 liter bucket, only 3 liters. So now you are supposed to measure 4 liter of water out of this. So first you are supposed to fill your 5 liter water, put it into your 3 liters. So you will have 3 liter here and 2 liter in your 5 liter bucket. So now what will happen, again you are supposed to fill it here, fill the 3 liter water. So here you will have 3 liter water, and if you fill it here back, you will get 1 liter gap. So that time you will get 3 liter of water in your 5 liter bucket. So that's how it worked. And also some standard questions, like people have asked this, if there is a room, there is a closed room and you have 3 switches on the outside, so you are supposed to find out which light which light will be on by which of the switches. So there also there is a trick, like you will on one switch for some time and off it. And one more thing is that you can come only once inside the room and you are supposed to tell which switch belongs to which light. So once you on one of the light, it will become warm. Then the second switch you on. So when you come inside, whatever is warm, that was the first switch which you on. Whatever is on, it is the second switch, like which one you on now, and which one is off, that is the other switch. So you are supposed to recognize such puzzle questions. Refer Geeks for Geeks, or you can actually see YouTube videos for this. Puzzle videos will be actually there.
Okay, so Geek for Geeks also has it.
Yeah, it has around 100 plus questions.
So maybe if you do this sort of 100 questions, you should be able to answer.
Yeah, almost they'll ask the standard questions.
So you also went through all this,
yes,
Geek for Geeks. So when did you start your preparation?
Geeks for Geeks. I didn't know about the puzzles actually. I just came to know that for SAP they ask puzzle questions, EN, OOPS and all that. So then those questions I actually started when I actually got ready for SAP only 2 days ago, because I came to know I got shortlisted.
When did you, who told you that SAP asked this?
Seniors actually. I asked the seniors, they told.
But did you watch some of the videos of the seniors?
These videos I actually
in
watched.
That they did not speak about puzzles.
They actually mentioned about
okay,
puzzles.
Maybe you just overlooked. So that's why I wanted you to be more clear, because even if you hear, then maybe it doesn't register.
But the basic things I should say: CN, OS, OOPS, we should be very good about it. And then that's what puzzles they'll ask, coding, technical questions. So these are important. And then when it comes to managerial round or something, you should take care of whatever about the organization, study a lot about the organization.
Okay. So then you had a managerial round. So this was all, technical was only this
only so much.
Alright. And then in the managerial, what do they ask?
In managerial round, you should be very careful when you answer anything. Like whatever you answer, you should be careful. And I feel when you are answering for manager, you should be very careful. Like you should tell what they want to hear from you as a employee, what they want from you. That you should be clear that you have all those qualities. So I think my first question was, he asked me to tell me about yourself. So I told my whatever other than the resume. Be careful in managerial round. They'll ask you, tell me something other than the resume, which is not there in the resume. So you tell about your qualities. I think you are hardworking or something. About your teams. Be careful. Like you should tell about that you are very good in teams. And then
one more, not about hardworking, because hardworking everyone is expected to be this thing. In fact, a team player also everyone is expected. Alright, so these are the common things: team player, hardworking, leadership. Okay, you can add, but then good in communication. All that is understood to be a part of it. And team player, you can say unless you have shown exceptional team playing skills, then of course you can. Alright, then because you'll have to back it up with examples for everything. 3 recent examples, but don't say you're hardworking, you're honest, you're efficient, and all that. That is expected from every candidate. Alright.
Okay, then you should give examples, as you said, like he asked me, tell me 3 of your weaknesses and how you actually try to make it better. So there when you answer, you should actually give him a situation that this was the situation, I was not so good there, but then I changed that thing, so now I am better. So you are supposed to explain in such a, whatever you answer, you just tell it what actually happened in your real life. Just try to explain what happened and what are the steps you took to overcome that.
Yes. So good, Devika, what you said. See, students, wherever you can't bluff it. Alright, these are experts. So it is not like what they want to hear. Yes, you know exactly what has to be said, but it has to be honest. You can't goof up. You can't give examples which are not there. So you can't give something, you can't fake it. You have to be absolutely honest in all the interviews, because these are experts and nobody wants a cheater or a liar. So good that you gave those examples, your personal examples. Yeah.
Yeah. Then Then also remember that whenever they ask you, if you have any questions for me, please question the interviewer. It may be anything about the company, or you can say how is actually a particular day in your organization, how is your experience, anything like that. Please question the interviewers. That's what.
All right. And nowadays some questions have become standard questions. How is the working day? Tell your experience. So go for something else, because I think a lot of students are watching YouTube and everyone comes with the same questions. So but please modify your questions, because more or less everyone is asking the same sort of questions. So the regular questions. So ask something which is of the company which you want to hear, but when you're asking that question, it should show your intelligence also. It should show that you have done your homework and you want to know a little bit more about that. So here even what you have done, your background research will reflect. So keep that in mind.
Okay, then also he actually asked, did you ask your seniors how is the company, how is all going? So yeah, better I feel like you should actually ask the seniors and what exactly is going on. He actually knew some stuff and he wanted to listen it from me. So he was like, only so much. So be prepared that you should know everything about the company, what is happening, especially your seniors who are there. You just ask them what is happening, what is their training period is going on, or did they start working in the company, what are the benefits provided, all that. Yeah, that's what.
Okay, all right. But with the company, you're not going to ask about benefits because they anyway will talk about the benefits. They talk about the package. Everything is anyway in detail given to you. So more about the organization. But good that you said that to be in connected with the alumni, because if a junior is watching, please get in touch with Devika because Devika is there. Once Devika leaves, then you may not be able to contact her. So while they are when the seniors are still in college, be in touch with them, talk to them so that you get to understand. Have a look at their resume. These are the people who are actually doing very well. So you get an idea as to how to build a resume. How long was your resume? How many pages?
1 page.
1 page. Standard is always 1 page. Okay, students, please stick on to that 1 page format, and then you can ask them about their projects because many times juniors are clueless as to what to do. So always network, with your seniors so that you get all these inputs. Anything? That's it. Your interview was that much?
Yeah, that's all.
That's all. And so any message for any junior or any student who's watching, if they want to get into not only SAP, any good company, how should they be preparing?
I guess, prepare with your aptitude very soon. Now is the time, like start doing your aptitude and your coding also. As I mentioned, Prep Insta, and you have sites like Interview Bit, Prep Insta. There you have
Interview Bit, is
Interview
it?
Bit.
Interview Bit, Prep Insta, I think everyone knows, but
yeah.
Interview Bit, BIT.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
All those, there you will get all the type of questions. For example, you have in HR round they have behavioral questions, traditional HR questions, or all those questions, around 10 questions they have given you examples how you are supposed to answer that, and also you look after that. And technical interviews also they have given how the questions will be and all that.
Right. So. And students, behavioral round, whatever you read, it's not like copy paste, okay? You have to modify to your own because you can't anyway give a ready-made answer. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes,
so Devika, very proud of you and wishing you all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And it's bye from both of us till we meet again.